Hello. Happy day 2. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna, no more days of the week, unless it's like a tough week and I need to tell myself the days of the week in order to get through it. But if not, we're just going by the days. That's how you'll know where we're at. And if I miss a day, I'm gonna just, like let's say I miss day 3 and I come back on day 4. It's still day 4, I'm not gonna be like happy day 3. So whatever day you hear, that's the day of the year I'm in. I feel like, I don't know, I like the way that that's flowing right now. We're just gonna go with that. But then what's the end goal? 365 and then I restart at 1, or am I just now counting the days of my life forever starting from right now? Whew, that could mess my brain up. Maybe whatever. We'll just let it happen as it happens. Happy day 2. Hopefully your day 1 was great. My day 1 was pretty chill. I didn't sleep too well, but as expected. A lot of y'all are talking about sleep paralysis. It's not sleep paralysis because it's not like I'm just laying there and I'm like, I'm sleeping, I can't wake up. It's more like I'm sleeping. I'm not really like conscious of my body laying in my bed sleeping. It's not like that. It's more just like I'm sleeping and I know that I'm sleeping and I want to stay sleeping, but my brain's like, no. We're not doing that. We're waking up. And then I'm trying to fight that, but then my body's like, nope, we're just gonna rip your ass up out your sleep. And then next thing I know, boom, eyelashes blasting off my face. I feel like that would be a good visual. I wish I was like an animator. I would create that. Just open my eyes so hard that all my eyelashes just flew off my face. Yeah. It's okay though. I'll figure it out. It's not the worst thing. I still feel okay. I feel rested. But since I couldn't sleep last night, I used a couple hours to respond to people, and I realized that a lot of y'all have private accounts, and so all I can see is the little circle profile picture, and that's like who I'm talking to, essentially, and then a name, which it doesn't matter entirely because I'm talking based off of the words that you're saying in our conversation, not based off of what you look like in the picture. So it's just an interesting thing because y'all are talking to me and you have a whole profile pretty much, and then I'm like, little circle, little circle in a name. Hey, what are we talking about? But yeah, hopefully, y'all had a great day and got better sleep than I did. Yeah. Also, I felt the need to clarify, not because anybody said anything, but just because I didn't like the way that it sounded to myself. I'm fully aware that you are a person on the other side of the phone when I'm speaking to you in any capacity. Even if you just have a private profile and all I can see is a small profile picture and a name, I'm not like, it's just a name and a profile picture. I'm like, no, that is a person full of emotions and everything that I also have. That's something that I'm conscious of when I speak to you. If you have a private profile, I completely understand the need for that or the want for that, No judgment. And if you don't have a private profile, when I talk to you and I click on your profile and like scroll through some pictures or something, it's not to judge you or anything like that, to be like, how am I going to talk to this person? It's more just like conversation fuel, It's like, oh, you do this? That's kind of cool. Like, I'm fully aware that social media doesn't come close to portraying the full essence of an individual, Sometimes I like to imagine how things were invented, but just incorrectly. One of those things is peanut butter. Like, I eat creamy peanut butter, and I like to imagine that creamy peanut butter was invented before crunchy. And so, like, somebody was eating creamy peanut butter, and then they were like, I wish this had a little bit more crunch. And then, they went and got some regular peanuts and then just, like, sprinkled it on top. And we're like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's not how that was invented, I feel like crunchy peanut butter probably came first, but, that's how I keep myself entertained. It's kind of like high thoughts, except I'm not high. It's just how my brain works normally. Like, you gotta stay entertained. I also feel like your brain is one of the things that can just go as you get older, So I'm like, yeah, if my brain wants to think about weird things and how peanut butter might have been created in an alternate universe, then I'm gonna just let it do that, I have a very creative, free flowy brain, but I also have a very data-driven, analytical, critical thought brain. I don't know. I feel like I use as much of my brain as I can use, which is probably why I don't have a dominant hand. I have cross dominance in my hands, except with writing. But writing, it's like you spend years and years learning how to write with a hand. I feel like you could do that with either hand. So that one makes sense. But everything else, makes sense. Crunchy peanut butter. Yeah, my peanut butter story. All right, look, I get some wild messages. So, and then when y'all respond to me, I have to like click on the story to see what story you're talking about or what you're referring to sometimes. And so when I get a message like creamy, I'm like, creamy? What? Creamy? What could this person be talking about? Creamy. And then, I click on the story and I'm like, oh, the peanut butter. Yeah, creamy, thankfully. But, crunchy. So